everyone, it's me again, Marcy. So for today's video, we were gonna share to you our love story or how we met, how I met my Korean husband. By the way, this is Nick. He is my husband. And ayun, bali nag-start kami through chatting and nakuha niya yung number ko sa kakilala niya sa Pilipinas. Before I was working at the SM as SM worker. And after a long journey of chatting, he decided to visit Philippines to meet me, and it happened. So, you're next. Wow, you don't convince about my story?
나 영어 몰라요.
Okay.
따갈라고도 몰라요.
Okay, it's your turn. Go.
어딜 가?
No, when you visited Philippines from the first time we met.
한국말로 해도 돼요.
Oh my God.
영어 몰라. 어쩌라고 영어 모르는데. 한국말로 할게.
No! Okay, you were gonna translate it in English or Tagalog. Okay, our first meeting is at the SM.
Actually near SM.
Just around SM.
Manila Bay.
Yes.
And we had the first date here in Manila Bay. And then from the first date, we drank.
Yes, we drank. And after drinking, I went home and that's all. Nothing happened. Just to make it right.
Seriously?
Yes, what?
I have proof. I have
Okay.
pictures.
I told you don't say that. We're gonna repeat it again.
What? Am I wrong?
Just kidding. Yes, it's true. Nothing happened. And after that,
So, what? Nothing happened. Then what do you expect? What is happening? The meaning of the happening? What kinds of thing you can mention happening? I just said. We met and we just drank. That's it. That was happening to me. But what was happening to you? You said nothing happened. But I think something happened that day. We drank.
Yes, we drank.
And we talked much.
That's the thing happened. Okay, and then
And actually, it's not the way we met. You just mentioned that we are going to talk about how we met for the first time, but it was not how.
When?
Huh?
How? Okay, then you tell the story.
Just one of my acquaintances introduced her to me. Wow! But then I cannot see my face.
Because of the ring light. And then?
And then that's all. And then just we had the first date near SM Manila.
And then after that, we had
Just
our second date.
we checked. I think we checked each other about our first impressions and then character.
Knowing each other. Knowing.
And we
Knowing
didn't
each
think
other.
much actually.
Just talking and knowing each other. And the next meeting was another SM. Of course, it's Philippines. There's so many SM. And it was...
Just a couple of days later.
Yes, it was with my younger sister. It was. It is very funny because when the first time he met my younger sister, he thought that...
If I show you the picture, you would
By the way, I was gonna
agree that her youngest sister looks
like my daughter.
Yes. If you look a little bit older, maybe I'll really maybe confuse her as your daughter. But you were too young to think like that. I watched her treating her youngest sister, Cyril. Her name is Cyril. And then I got surprised about her behavior. She treated her not as a sister, but as a mother. That's it. And I felt that maybe those kinds of women, I could make my life with her. So, Actually, the second date was my last date staying in Philippines that time, and I really wanted to know more about her. So, just before departure, actually, I went to the
airport. Actually,
Manila airport.
Yes.
And then she came to the airport to say bye. But just I changed my mind to say one day more. So I visited the airport airline company and then asked whether I could change my flight schedule. And then they said, of course, yes, if I pay more.
And after that, yes, you canceled
So
your flight. You moved your
stayed
flight.
one day more.
And then that's it.
And the next day we had another date.
And after that, he tried to visit me after 3 months.
No. Well, my wife cannot remember. So, I will tell you the story.
Okay, you tell all the story.
That time was almost the end of March. And then almost 1.5 months later, that means May, the early of May, I visited her again to meet her because I missed her much. Of course, while I was in Korea and she was in Philippines, we talked much and we exchanged messages. Yes, sometimes because that time I didn't I didn't understand well about the condition of internet in Philippines. And then sometimes I thought she refuses to send the message back to me.
And when you try to call me, the signal is like
always
it's like robot.
disrupted. And May that time while before visiting Philippines to meet her in May, just my mind was that this time, if I cannot find any bad things about her, I will choose her as my fiance. And then just actually it's a second visiting, but as I told you, it was not second meeting. At the first the visiting, I met her several times, and second meeting, I asked her about her opinion about our future. Means.
And can you stop? Usually Korean, they don't know how to court, or they don't know how to court a woman. Just
right.
They ask directly, just to give you idea, not enlighten, just to give you idea.
Especially
usually Korean, they don't know how to court the woman.
But no, I don't think that they know. But
just they go straight to the point.
Yes, like me, I am from some part of Korea. Our province, our characters is not like that kinds of character. We don't have the kinds of character.
So just he asked me if you want.
Just I asked her. I need you, and I.
No, will you marry me? Nothing. Or flowers, will you marry me? Nothing like that.
Just I asked her to give birth my baby.
And for the sake. Oh my God! And after that.
It was very fun. I have a little bit funny story. The visiting in May, I arrived very early in the morning, like at 1 a.m., maybe around 1 a.m. And she came to the airport with her cousin named Jade.
You really mentioned it. She was gonna watch this video.
Yes, and actually we we got only one room, one hotel room, and we stayed there together. I didn't expect it.
Because as you know, every time I go to a date or go out, like sometimes when I go to a date with my auntie, honey, I have always chaperone, or I am always, because as you know, I am from the province and it's Manila, so just I
think you felt scared.
Yes,
yes, I knew that. That's
scared.
why the next day, exactly the next day, the dating, we met at the Bikutan SM Bikutan, and I expected her to meet me alone, but that time also she brought two, not one this time, not one, two more,
Yes.
like JD and her youngest sister.
Yes, because
That was the
yes, I feel scared meeting
the SM Bikutan.
even though we already met
Pizza Hut.
or we already drink together, but still it's very hard for me to trust somebody. That's the reason. So as I told you,
That time I could understand because I know many Koreans, they deceive the Filipino women, and many Filipinos they see many Koreans as not good people.
so let's go to our marriage.
Very early.
No, don't make it.
I want to say about the Pizza Hut. I cannot forget the place where we had a date.
Okay.
In Bikutan.
Because of the Pizza Hut, the taste
Yes,
is really...
yeah.
So how's the taste?
It's I cannot say it's a pizza. I ordered the pizza from Pizza Hut, but
What?
this is not pizza. I don't know what was that.
It's pizza. It's our pizza. It's Pizza Hut. Okay, just accept it. It's Philippines.
I thought that the brand of restaurants, like franchise, the franchise restaurants, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, that kinds of
All the same taste and all the
yes,
same
menu.
Maybe because of the ingredients they use. Of course, they cannot use the same ingredients. They cannot export.
Do you know before sometimes I ate the pizza from Pizza Hut, but after visiting the Bikutan, the SM Pizza Hut, after that until now, so almost 7 years has passed, but I've never ordered or tasted the Pizza Hut pizza, even here in Korea.
Okay.
Because I cannot forget that pizza.
Okay, let's go to our marriage. We had our marriage 2 times, right?
First,
Is July 21st and second is March 17. The reason why we had 2 marriage is because why?
Because first marriage, only my wife's sister and brother, one sister and brother,
Yes, because
they
before
came to our marriage. It's not like a marriage; it's kind of
Just celebrate.
engagement. It was like
Yes.
that's why we planned to get married in my husband's hometown with
husband,
my
wife.
wife's my wife's place.
Yes, together with
place,
my family.
and then her relatives.
So the first marriage is very funny because actually he asked me to invite my parents there, but I was too scared because I'm still young that time, and I don't know what would.
Actually, I thought she got acceptance from her parents, but
Yes, just I like. And that's all. And after our marriage, we had our kid, our son. Actually, I was pregnant when we had our second marriage. 6 months.
very naughty wife.
Me? Why me?
And while dating, I always try to meet her parents or relatives or siblings. And that's why while I was visiting in Philippines, usually I didn't stay there at a hotel.
Just we stay together and we sleep together, all together on the floor.
With her family,
all
with
together.
her sisters and brothers, all together. Just I try to live like Filipino people.
Actually, in Philippines, in my hometown, which Bicol, they never think that my husband is Korean. They thought that my husband is just ordinary Filipino. So every time somebody asks me, who is your husband? Oh, did you get married? Oh, yes. Oh, who is your husband? He's just from another barangay.
Because my skin is very easy to be burnt, and that means
Yes.
it becomes dark.
Yes, actually, I am
easily.
whiter than him.
And while while I was staying in her hometown, I just I live usually without my shirt, like
Like
ordinary
ordinary
people,
people.
and with shorts.
And always walking
And
outside.
yes, after 1 or 2 days later, my skin becomes very dark.
So that's it.
And yes, like ordinary Filipinos, I live in Philippines. I lived like just washing in the mountain.
But only one thing he cannot do, like a Filipino. Usually when we made poop, we use water. But
No, I did.
you did?
Of course I did.
Oh, really?
Of course I did in the
Mountain?
In the mountain.
How did you do
with
that?
basket.
Yes,
I brought one basket. I made a boo next to the Carabao. Carabao was watching me.
Yes, I thought before he cannot, but
And I did.
good.
Feeling
How's the feeling?
how was the shape of my asshole? I washed with water. I did.
So that's it, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. You say bye bye, Annie. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Next time, maybe if I have a chance, I'm gonna tell you about our honeymoon. Very funny, I'm sure. I fought.
You don't need to say that. I cannot edit.
Okay, bye.
No. Okay, bye bye. See you in my next vlog. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like our videos.